Hey, what's up guys? Welcome and welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is MC Kajambi. In this video, I want us guys to look at a race in which there is a great contest or battle between Jamaicans Megan Tappers and Devin Charlton of the Bahamas. This is an international race, but these two Caribbean countries, they emerged to be having their time in the field. Guys, let's watch this video, then I'll come back later
World Championship
for my analysis.
Final. She had a national record in that semi-final that Tim was talking about with 12.46. So the quality here coming from the Caribbean island. But the times to watch, Fury of South Africa with that 13.04 from the first of the semi-finals, with Mars of Northern Ireland just a shade outside that incredible 50-year-old national record from Mary Peters. She ran 13.37. So an opportunity for one or two of these other women here, if indeed it is the Caribbean island nation athletes who take the two automatic spots. And there is Devin Charlton, 26 years of age now, 7th eventually in the final in Eugene, but a world indoor silver. And she got out the blocks beautifully in Belgrade. What a great start to a wonderful year of athletics that was in Serbia. Feels like it was a lifetime ago now, back in March. And there's Tapper, Pan American bronze, Olympic bronze, 7th in this final back in 2018, but she's a much better athlete than she was 4 years ago. And there's Mucci, 2nd from the left, the Australian Oceanian champion, former heptathlete, getting herself primed and pumped for this second semi-final. And it's likely to be a windy mark again. Here's the official confirmation of the lineup for the second heat. Top two advancing to the final in 2 days' time. Tapper in 3 and Charlton in 5 will be the favourites to take the automatic spots. Wind reading in the first of the heats was 2.5. Feels like it might be even breezier now. Athletes preparing for their introduction.
In lane number 2, a lifetime best of 13.
Well, Heather Payton representing Scotland, but she's a Birchfield Harrier. Massage therapist getting a great reception from the crowd, and the president of Birchfield Harriers, who's sitting alongside me and will no doubt chip in when the race is finished. And Megan Tapper, the Pan American bronze medalist 3 years ago, the Olympic bronze medalist, a small, compact, very fast, technically proficient hurdler. Watch for her in the early stages. Jyothi Yadeji of India, PB in a national record this year. I wonder if she could use this inspirational setting to duck under 13 seconds for the first time. Now to Devin Charlton, joint favourite for this one. That 12.46 PB and national record coming in the semis in Eugene. World indoor silver back in March. Celeste Mucci, the Oceanian champion, just off the podium on the Gold Coast in the heptathlon. And now deciding to fully focus on the sprint hurdles. 22 years of age, she's a young emerging talent. The Australian commentators in front of us getting very excited about her chances of making the final. And Noor Zaini, I remember watching her get a bronze in the SEA Games, the Southeast Asian Games, the sweltering conditions of Kuala Lumpur back in 2017. Big moment for her. She'll need a big PB to get in the shake-up for the final. Patton of Scotland in 2, we're not using lane 1. Tapper will be 2nd from the right, but in lane 3, the Jamaican. Yaraji of India in 4, Charlton, Bahamas in 5, Mucci, Australia 6, and Zaini of Singapore nearest the camera in 7. There's Tapper, she's in lane 3, but she'll be 2nd from the right-hand side with lane 1 not being used. Tapper in the yellow, Charlton in the turquoise, the two athletes from Jamaica and the Bahamas expected to take the automatic spots. But you never know. That's why we love watching live sport. You can't always predict. Well, Charlton, just as she did in the World Indoors, has got a great start, but Tapper now coming through, and Mucci running well for Australia in 3rd. Charlton just beginning to come back to Tapper, but it's Tapper who takes it, 12.67. Once again, agonisingly close to Bridget Foster-Hilton's Games record. It was +2 metres on the nose, so it would have counted as a Games record. Excellent running by the two Caribbean islanders. Just waiting for Mucci's confirmed time. I reckon she would have just been around about 13 seconds, maybe a shade under. Yep, 12.96. So Mucci of Australia is in pole position for one of the non-automatic spots, and in so doing with 12.96, good on her, she's equalled her PB.
Yeah, good running that in the second heat. Megan Tapper with that 12.68 heat win. Again, looking very, very good. As Rob said, the two favourites in this.
What's up, guys? So welcome back. Now Megan Tapper's victory, guys, in the 100-meter hurdles with a time of 12.68 seconds was a display of sheer determination, technical mastery, and mental composure under intense pressure. And this is, guys, why this Jamaican had to win in this hurdler. Though she faced steep competition from Bahamas, Devin Charlton, who crossed the line in 12.70 seconds. Tapper's razor-thin margin of victory showcased her championship medal in what was a tactical and fiercely contested race from start to the finish. And guys, from the gun, it was evident that Tapper had come prepared for a battle. Her reaction time was sharp, and she exploded out of the blocks with a rhythm that immediately set her apart from the rest of the field. And Charlton, guys, known for her fluid handling technique and explosive mid-race surges, was right alongside her. But guys, matching her stride for stride over the early barriers, the two guys separated themselves from the rest of the field by the field hurdle, and turning the contest into a two-women duel. And my people, Tapper's defining moment came between hurdle 7 and 9. While Charlton began to slightly close the gap with her longer stride, Tapper maintained her compact, aggressive form, attacking each hurdle with precision and keeping her turnover rate high. Tapper sprinting between the hurdles, a phase often overlooked in sprint hurdlers races, was immaculate. She seemed to glide off each barrier with minimal air time, ensuring she lost no momentum in the critical closing stages. And in the 10 meters, my people, Charlton mounted a fierce charge, dipping at the line in desperate bid to snatch the victory. However, Tapper's relentless focus and perfectly timed dip saw her edge out Charlton by just 0.02 seconds. It was a photo finish that had the crowd on edge, but the electronic timing confirmed what Tapper had visualized: victory and through grit and flawless execution. And this win is not just a personal triumph for Tapper, but a significant statement about Jamaica's rising dominance in sprint hurdling, often overshadowed by the nation's legendary sprinters in the 100 meters and 200 meters floor events. Tapper's performance is a reminder that Jamaican sprint prowess extends to the technical events as well. It is also solidifies Tapper's status as a clutch performer and capable of delivering when called upon.